This week is our week of Loving West. Texas Baptist Disaster Recovery has mobilized volunteers to come and participate in helping individuals recover from the explosion.
Loving West is the title of this week. About 600 individual Texas Baptists are coming together.
These volunteers show up, they get a job assigned to them, and they go out in the community and get busy, work all day long.
The work projects come from the citizens individually here in town. They have heard that we're here. Their demolition, the cleanup before and after the demolition. We've got construction, plumbing and sewer, cap off, lawn mowing, any kind of landscaping, yard cleanup.
A bunch of the volunteers are working at the apartment complex that became so famous, really.
They went through the stuff at the apartments after they were knocked down to get as many personal belongings of our tenants as they could.
Now these volunteers are coming in and by hand separating debris from whatever might be valuable, whatever might be meaningful to the family.
We are particularly being sensitive to families and picking up the pieces, piece by piece, hoping to salvage any personal items.
After that night, we could tell that our homes were either so badly damaged that they were going to have to come down, or some of the homes pretty well came down on their own. And so the only option we had was to just completely demolish them so that we could rebuild. We knew that a lot of folks were struggling financially. Most of the people in West were underinsured. So the insurance they did get all needs to go to rebuilding. If you use $15,000 for demolition, that's $15,000 less that you have to spend to rebuild. People were going to have a hard time paying for demolition and being able to rebuild because they started underinsured anyway. What that means is people are going to very quickly give up and move away. When people give up and move away, the local economy cannot be restored. We noticed that we could do a lot of that work for them, so they don't have to pay $10,000 to $15,000. And so my associate Phil Emick and some of the other folks in town got busy, and they worked hard, and they did a great job of organizing this thing. RDO is a company in Hewitt. They have donated all of the heavy equipment necessary, so there's no charge for the equipment. We have our own volunteers who are experts in running the equipment, so the labor is at no charge. The homeowner was going to have to spend $12,000, $15,000. Now the homeowner spends zero, so now those homeowners can afford, hopefully, to make the tough decision to go ahead and rebuild. Stay in the community, strengthen the local economy, and start building back that tax base. After the demolition crew comes through, there's left rubble and mess everywhere because the big equipment can only pick up so much. It can only get the big stuff and throw it away. So there's still just dirt and mess everywhere. And to the homeowner, that still feels like chaos. Even though we've made a big step forward, we've got the house down, so now at the right time we can either put a new slab down or start building on the old slab. So the volunteers come in and they do what the big machines couldn't. The big machines got the building out of the way. The volunteers come in and they prepare the lot. They get it cleaned up and ready to go. So now when the homeowner drives by, there's not a feeling of chaos, there's a feeling of progress. What these volunteers are bringing is hope. When I go by my home now, where my home was, I can tell that I'm going to be okay, because I don't just have rubble and disaster there. I've got a new, clean lot ready to build. And that's because of the work of the volunteers. So what they're doing is bringing hope.
This is all good, and I think, again, it's what makes Texas Baptist who we are.
I don't know if you can say thanks enough. I feel so blessed, and I thank the Lord for those that are willing to do that. It is really, truly wonderful.
This couldn't be possible without Texas Baptist support. Your financial support is making this happen, as well as the number of volunteers.
God is good and West is blessed. He is taking care of us through His people. And that's been exciting to see. And an exciting lesson to learn, that the way He takes care of us is through His people.
You know, first of all, it takes resources to make this happen. And for those of you who've given of your resources to help make this happen, on behalf of all Texas Baptists, I want to say thank you. You are making a difference, and just know we are deeply grateful. And then to the volunteers, hundreds of volunteers who've come to West to really help this community get back on its feet and really position itself for great days ahead. You have done great work. And so on behalf of Texas Baptist, on behalf of First Baptist Church, but I think particularly on behalf of the people of West, I just want to say thank you for your resources. Thank you for your manpower. God bless you all. Thank you so much.